On 24 June 2020, Netflix saw the release of a supernatural drama film named Bulbbul, and it got people excited to witness another tale of the chudail like the good old grandma tales. It is written and directed by Anvita Dutt and produced by Anushka Sharma and Karnesh Sharma. The film stars Tripti Dimri, Avinash Tiwary, Paoli, Rahul Bose and Parambratta. The film starts with the timeline of 1881 at Bengal Presidency, showing 5-year-old Bulbbul getting married to Indranil, who in contrast is a fully grown man, depicting the decades-old culture of child marriage. Indranil has a mentally challenged twin, Mahendra, and a younger brother Satya, with whom Bulbbul gels well since he is almost of the same age. The story jumps to 20 years later when Satya returns to his mansion from London after completing his studies in law, where it has been 5 years since Indranil has left the house permanently and Mahendra has been mysteriously killed, allegedly by a witch that is said to be living for some years in the village. The legend says that she sleeps during daytime and roams around into the woods at night. Satya, upon returning to his mansion, meets a changed Bulbbul, who was an emotional girl earlier but now has turned into a confident and carefree woman and the Thakurain of the village in the absence of the men of the ancestry. Satya starts feeling suspicious of the killings of the men in the village, which were said to be killed by the chudail, and starts investigating into the area. He comes to certain conclusions and ridicules the existence of the witch until one day when he has a supernatural encounter and his belief is shaken utterly, with the ultimate price he has to pay with his actions to get rid of the phenomenon. The concept of the film is really amazing. It has touched the centuries-old tales of the witches that had much to be explored. The cinematography is just perfect. Every sequence is complete with detailing. The set of the film especially is also mesmerizing, and it perfectly matches with the atmosphere and the timeline of the 19th century that it shows. The plot is really interesting. It is also connected with the concept of Hindu goddess Kali, comparing the killings with that of the Rakshasas who had ill intentions with the females and the mankind. You at times feel for the lead character, which has to undergo from a set of some very disturbing events, like Indranil beating her till her legs break brutally, and also surprisingly Mahendra, even being mentally challenged, takes advantage of her weak situation. It's just very disturbing. You really feel for the lead character. The story building initially is good, but if we analyze it thoroughly, the story comes out imperfect and imbalanced. Even though the concept is really interesting, it must be clearly known that it's not a horror plot. It's a supernatural drama film and not a horror film. It also doesn't scare at all. Being a witch-driven story, it should have had some elements of fear or thriller. Also, the story has a good background, but it fails to reach an appropriate conclusion. It becomes very confusing. It has not explored the story properly. Also, it sometimes is very predictable. The atmosphere to match with the concept of the witches created showing the red moon or the blood moon as it can be called, it sometimes is really too much. It becomes too much foggy, too much shady, and it becomes cliche like the old horror movies that we used to watch. When the plot progresses, we expect more to come, but the outcome is really disappointing. Climax is really confusing and disappointing. To sum up with the performances, the lead actor Tripti Dimri as Bulbbul is fantastic in the characterization. Her innocence during her younger days and the change into her personality after the troublesome time that she endured are portrayed perfectly. She is relatively a new face and has got herself really well after appearing for the films like Poster Boys and Laila Majnu. Her performances are top-notch. Paoli as Binodini is her natural self as always. She is a genuinely talented actor who can act like smooth butter slipping through the surface. She has displayed an effective characterization into the story. Parambratta as Dr. Sudeep is also amazing in his role. Being a prominent actor in Bengali films and also appearing for a Hindi film like Kahani, it was expected to be quite easy for his caricature, and he showcases it as per the exact expectation. He is just so solid in his craft. Avinash Tiwary as Satya is quite average. His presence and persona for the character was not powerful enough to create an impact that was expected. Rahul Bose as Indranil and Mahendra also could do better. As the raging Indranil, he displayed some parts of essence of the character, but as the mentally challenged Mahendra, he lacked characterization to some extent. Being a very talented performer, some more efforts were expected from him. This film didn't just miss the targeted expectations, but it failed massively with the wayward narrative. It was a really great concept and had a tremendous scope of exploration, but it just couldn't explore and turned into a weak execution. So how do you like the film? Have you watched it already? Do let me know in the comments. Also suggest which content you would like to be reviewed or discussed. If you like this video, make sure you press the like button down below. Share the video with your friends and family. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. press the bell icon to get all the notifications from this channel for fresh content. Stay tuned for more such sassy and wacky entertainment. Thank you. Signing out.